Aloha, my name is Uncle Jerome from the Makaha Sons. Been in the entertainment business. Next year, February, we'll mark our 40th anniversary. Born and raised here in Nanakuli. Actually, we grew up on Fifth Road. Got into the music business at an early age, probably about 4 or 5 years old. Just grabbing the ukulele and doing whatever we could. I had a lot of heroes, you know. And it all started in the early 70s with Peter Moon, Robert and Roland Casamaro. That was pretty much my heroes, along with Sons of Hawaii, Gabi Pahinui, and Hui Ohana. Yeah, they were the main focal point for us when we were getting into the music business. We used to get all these times say, hey, how did you guys come up with the name Makaha Sons of Niihau? And we were invited to do a Mayday program at Nanakuli High School. And that's where we all graduated. Well, me and Moon graduated from there. And we didn't have a name at that time. The MC for that night said, hey, what I'm going to kind of introduce you guys are. Me and Moon just kind of like looked at each other and said, I don't know, Makaha Sons of Niihau. And from that day on, it stuck. But the funny part about that, when we got the name, everybody, they just couldn't get it together when they introduced us. You know, it says, ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for the Makaha Sons of the Niihau or the Makaha Niihau of the Sons? And they couldn't get it straight. But when Israel left, then we kind of dropped the Niihau because there were no more ties with Niihau. Israel was the last tie with us as far as Niihau. And Makaha Sons, we all met in Makaha. And the Niihau kind of like came inside there because Israel them had ties with the Niihau family out there. Yeah, our first professional gig we did was February 22nd, 1976. The day before that, Uncle Moon got married. The day after that, Sunday, we did our first gig, and it was a place called Uptown Yoko's. You know, they wondered how we got so popular. And we used to tell them we did a lot of funerals. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny at the same time. Say, oh, how are you guys getting popular from that? People just used to ask if we did weddings, or we did baby parties, or we did luau's, graduations. Yeah, so in the early 70s, we did it all. When we finished our first album in 1976, she kind of like put all us together and said, well, now you guys got an album out. Where do you see the group 5 years from today? And I kind of just blurted out, say, you know what, I'm not looking at 5 years, I'm looking at 20 years. Let's say 20 years, I like to see Makaha Sons in Carnegie Hall. And I don't know, by a stroke of luck, 20 years later on the date, man, in early May 1996, yeah, we performed in Carnegie Hall. Yeah, not once, twice, but 3 times we got to do that wonderful place. Yeah, so that's one of the most memorable moments. And I think the other memorable moment would be 1996 when we all got on stage to sing the last time with Israel at the Nahuka Hanohano Awards. Yeah, so that was pretty much one of the most memorable for the group and for everybody.
I love you, brother. Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
Going back to 1975, Israel and the family moved to Makaha from Kaimuki.
Pretty new to the country. At that time, never know nobody. We just went down the beach, you know. And then I met Jerome Coco down there on a picnic table. You know, I was playing ukulele. Brother came by, played a couple of songs, then we met each other.
Went up to him, introduced myself, and he introduced himself. And I told him to come over later that night because we were having a small party, and and pretty much we all did the same music. So he came over.
And then we went back to their house where they were staying. And so Moon was. I told him, oh, my brother played music too. So I went home, called my brother Skippy. Then we went over the house and started playing music, just jamming, backyard, just playing music for fun and stuff.
When they came with their, their Hawaiian contemporary music, it was exciting because he said, wow, this is a new approach.
It was a really good match. Yeah.
To all everybody, from Niihau to Miloli, love each other, malama everybody. Love you, Hawaii. It's Asia, Kamaka Bibo, everybody.
A lot of good young musicians and entertainers coming up now. When we was playing in the early 80s, believe it or not, we were like 70% reggae music to 30% Hawaiian music. Yeah, then after we released a CD called Puanaho Meke Aloha, we kind of like focused back and looked and said, there's nobody else doing, you know, traditional Hawaiian music, you know, and that's what we were born and raised to do. And yeah, in a whole year and a half, we kind of like just turned the whole show around and kind of like went 90% in the traditional Hawaiian music and 10%, you know, the other stuff. So for all the kids that are looking up now, I know it's a hard business to get in, you know, whether you're doing reggae or whether you're doing traditional, but I say, hey, just get in here, be humble, and keep it simple. And I think it will go a long, long way.